Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done a first impressions video, but here we have one. Fjong, Fjong, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a word that starts with an F and a J, so it's gonna be like a fsh sound. Well, what is Fjong? What is this game? Well, it's a puzzle game, kind of like a platformer-based thing where you take your mouse, you click and hold when you're near your character thing. They kind of look like dolphins, and you hold it and it powers how far you jump and their gravity effects. They say it's physics-based, but the physics are really simple. And the whole point is to get your character into a large bucket or cup of candy so they can float to the sky. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And yes, there will be giant black bars on the side because this has a really weird vertical orientation. So let's go ahead and get on with it. There are no options menus, there are no sliders. It has this little tutorial here that kind of, he's getting super excited over candy or something. I don't know. Eats candy, flies. I mean, that pretty much sums up exactly what the game is about. I mean, it's not a terrible little intro. As you can see, I've played a few of the levels so far. There is a hard mode as well. There are 20 levels. Little save, little help. This is the major complaint I have with it is just audio on, audio off. Audio on, audio off. That's it. That's all there is to it. And the music's not bad. The sound effects are not really bad at all either. And the gameplay is pretty standard for what it is. So we're going to do level 6 here. And so you have a little counter here. This is your jump counter. The number of stars. The fewer jumps you make, the more stars you make. So this level requires X number of stars. I think I just screwed it up. Yep, I needed to make 7, but I made 8. I'm gonna get 3 stars. And that's really the endearing quality of the game, is seeing, and I overshot. Well, and yep, no, I gotta restart. And that's kind of how the game goes, is you figure out what works to get the fewest amount of jumps. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I gotta restart again. You get the fewest jumps to get into the cup of candy. And every time you 3-star a level, you get an achievement. Which is great. Downsides of the game. That was a little sneaky. Got my 3 stars and my achievement. Woo! Oh, we get to get somebody out of a cage apparently on this level. They're crying. It's kind of annoying. But the one thing I did in my research for this game was this is actually a port of a mobile slash... Well, it might not be a mobile game, but I don't know if it has been released on mobile yet. But based on the vertical orientation, I would say there's a high probability of it being released on mobile at some point. I screwed that jump up again. And this is where the addicting gameplay comes in. There we go. Here's 3 stars. And that's... The replayability is not really there. It wants you... Oh, this is a 2-person jump. Oh, this is, interesting. Huh. So it gets more complex the more characters you have, apparently. Now I have 2 to control. They each have to eat candy. Oh, This one flies very far. Alright. He doesn't fly as far. Now I guess I have to get them to eat candy. I gotta do this in 6 jumps? I guess that's possible. But enough of that, we're not gonna worry too much about the rest of this, as there's really not much else to cover. So, in summary, controls are simple. The puzzles are a little challenging until you figure out how everything works. The audio's kinda either you like it or you don't. I'm pretty much indifferent about it. The game is not expensive. I believe it is $2 on Steam. I believe there's a sale going on right now. It might be discounted. I'd have to double check. Complaints. It's obviously a browser or a mobile port. I mean, it's got vertical orientation, as it's not cool. And no audio sliders. It's just a mute button. That's all you got. So, that is Fjong, Bong. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I probably never will. So, until I do another one, have a good one.